Say hey, Yellow Jacket football fans. Welcome to the 15th week of Locker Room Predictions. That's right, it is the 15th week. And joining us this week, in person this time, is Calhoun's wrestling coach, Coach Luke Green. How you doing, Luke?
I'm just glad to be able to finally make it to one.
We've missed you. And, of course, right across the desk from me is Calhoun's football coach, the Final Four, the semifinalist, Coach Clay Stevenson. How you doing, Coach?
Yeah, I'm great. Ready to get these picks rolling.
Okay, here we go. We're going to roll. Last week, Coach Clay was a winner with 16 out of 20, 80%. I was in second place with 15, and Coach Luke was in third place with 14. For the season, leading the way is Coach Clay with 199 correct out of 268 for a 74.2% winning percentage. Right on his heels, one game back is Coach Luke at 198, 73.8%, and one game behind Luke is myself with 197, 73.5%. So there's your standings, and now here's our picks. Yellow Jackets hosting Stevenson. This is going to be a nice matchup. Stevenson comes in with a 8-game winning streak. We come in with a 9-game winning streak. Coach Luke, there's lots of things that we could talk about in this game.
I just need to clarify, am I picking the team or the head coach's name?
Yeah,
that's
there
I need
no
to know.
relation. No relation.
Okay.
There's no relation.
Then I'm going to pick Yellow Jackets and not our head coach's name.
There you go.
Yeah, great team. Great. It's going to be a great atmosphere tomorrow night. Ready to get it kicked off for sure.
Yeah, and this is the fourth week in a row in the playoffs where we're facing another very athletic team. But I think the Yellow Jackets will get the job done, especially at home. LaGrange at Jefferson. This is a nice matchup. We get the. I'm assuming we're going to win. We get the winner of this game in the finals.
Tricky one because LaGrange is red hot right now, but yes. I think Jefferson pulls it out, and then I'll hold my negative thoughts about them from 2012.
Yeah, this should be a great game. Jefferson has had a great year. LaGrange obviously is playing good football now. LaGrange's got a really good running back, tough defense, but Jefferson is. Traditionally Jefferson. So I'm gonna go with the Dragons at home, but it should be a really close game for sure.
Yeah, I just think Jefferson in the recent. When I first moved here, LaGrange was it in football. I mean, they won 3 state championships in a row at the turn of the century. They were really, really good. I think Jefferson gets the job done. Carrollton at Buford. This is a nice matchup.
This tough. What's the spread?
They don't. I didn't get the high school spread.
Okay.
It didn't. They either had it earlier in the week or I didn't see it.
I'm gonna take.
Yeah, Buford's number 2, Carrollton's number 1.
Yeah, I'm going Buford at home.
I'm going Buford at home also, but it's going to be a heck of a ball game. That's a 6A game. Then we go with Creekside at Marist. Marist is undefeated, 13-0. Creekside's 10-2. Marist is number 1. I did have a projected score on the Buford-Carrollton game, and I forgot that I'd written this down. 28-27
I think
Buford.
I had seen that.
Okay.
I'm going to take Buford.
All right, so we've got Creekside at Marist, and the projected score is a toss-up.
I'm going to take the War Eagles.
Yep, I'm going Marist at home.
I'm going with Marist at home also. Blessed Trinity at North Oconee. North Oconee's 13-0, number 3 in this state. Blessed Trinity's number 4. They're 11-1. And the projected score is North Oconee 2017.
This is going to be literally a clash of the Titans, but I'm going to take North Oconee.
I'm going to take the Green Titans. Go Blessed Trinity.
I'm going to go North Oconee. I just got a feeling. I would love to see Blessed Trinity win because of our relationship with them, but I'm going to go North Oconee. Burke County at Rockmart. This is a 2A game. Burke County comes in 12-1. They beat Thompson last week 49-42. Rockmart is 11-2. They come in at number 8. They were runners-up last year. They beat Morgan County 49-40. You look at these stats from these two teams, they're very similar. It is a toss-up.
I'm going to take Rockmart.
I'm going to take Rockmart as well.
I'm going Rockmart also. Coach Green had some of his wrestlers going against them, and he's familiar with the toughness of the Rockmart athletes.
Very much so.
Lee County at Milton. Lee County is 13-0, number 2 in the state. Milton is number 1 in the state. They're 13-0, and they have this projected score of Milton 30-28.
This is an interesting matchup. And looking at that bracket, my personal opinion, I think this is the actual state championship game in that classification.
Same here.
I'm going to take Lee County.
I'm going to go with Lee County as well. They've had a great year, got a great running back. Decommitted yesterday from Georgia to go to somewhere else. I'm not sure. But should be a great game. Go Lee County.
Yeah, I'm worried about my pick because I circled Lee County after reading up on this yesterday. But I've been with Milton all year, and Milton beat Buford earlier in the year, and Milton is ranked just in the top 5 in every national high school poll. I'm going to go with Milton. That's our high school picks. We're moving along to the NCAA, and we have a variety of picks that I've caught a lot of grief for before we started the show here. We're going to D3 first round, Carnegie Mellon at Mount Union, my alma mater, the Purple Raiders. What do you think, Luke?
I'm going to take Mount Union.
I'm going to go with the Purple who?
Purple Raiders.
I'm going to go with Purple Raiders.
I'm going with Mount Union also. Then we get 2 FCS Division I picks. I know nothing about Abilene Christian. I know a lot about the Bison of North Dakota State.
And I enjoyed watching them a little bit this year, and they're going to keep doing the same thing. Give me North Dakota State.
I'm going to go North Dakota State as well. Does anybody know Abilene Christian's mascot?
No. Do you?
I do not.
No.
Like a wildcat or something? I don't know.
No. We can look it up.
I didn't delve that deeply. The next game in FCS Division I is Montana at South Dakota State. And by the way, these are Sweet 16 games. Montana won this national championship 2 or 3 years ago. So this is going to be a slobber knocker.
Yeah, I wanted to pull a Lee Corso and break out my University of Montana hat.
Well, you did.
But they're not going to win, so give me South Dakota State.
Who is the favorite? You might know.
South
Dakota State?
Yeah.
I like 22 and a half.
All right, I'll go with both Dakotas.
I think.
45.5 points, and I don't have that one. I don't have that. But I don't have that betting. I'm going to South Dakota State also. I just like them. Tulane at Army. What do you think, Coach Luke?
I'm going to go with Army. Triple option, baby.
That's a tough one. I'm going to go Tulane on the road to get the win.
I am going to go with Army also. I like that. UNLV at Boise State.
Boise. This one is a hard one.
We could be separating right here. I want to go UNLV, but I'm going to play the stats and go with Boise State.
Regardless, I think the winner gets in.
Yeah.
You even think well, it's because it's a conference championship.
And they're the highest ranked
Yes.
group of 5 team.
There you go. I'm going to go with Boise State also. Clemson now these are neutral site games. Clemson taking on SMU for the ACC championship. 55.5 points. SMU is favored by 2.5. This game's at Charlotte.
I'm going to take Clemson.
I'm going to go Clemson too.
I'm going to go to Mustangs. I'm going to go to the Ponies.
Right.
I remember their super backfield.
Pony Express.
The Pony Express that sticks in the back of my mind. Arizona State versus Iowa State. This one is at Arlington, Texas. 49.5 points. Arizona State's favored by 2.5.
And somehow I've ended up watching more of their games recently, and I'm just impressed with Arizona State, so I'm going to roll with them.
I'm going to go Iowa State. We're separating. Somebody's going to come out on top.
Yes, I'm abandoning my former Mount Union player who's coaching Iowa State. I'm going to go with Arizona State. They're hot. Oregon versus Penn State. What do you think? Big Ten matchup in Indianapolis.
The Ducks.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Ducks as well.
I'm surprised the Ducks are only favored by 3.5. I'm going with the Ducks. I just don't have any belief in Penn State. Miami of Ohio, the Redskins. Well, they're not the Redskins anymore. I forget what they're called. Versus the Higher University Bobcats. I'm going back in time. This is for the MAC championship.
Got a spread for me here?
Yes, I do. 1.5. Miami's favored by, they think, 44.5 points, and this is played indoors at Detroit.
I'm going to take the Red Hawks of Miami.
Thank you, Red
I'm
Hawks.
going to go with them as well.
I'm going to go with the Red Hawks also. And UGA versus Texas for the SEC championship. And let's see, where do I have that? Oh, here we go. 49.5 points scored. Texas is favored by 2.5.
Texas gets revenge.
Texas gets revenge, you think? I looked at some of the brackets. They could possibly play 3 times.
Yes, they could.
Which is crazy, but I think Georgia gets the win.
I'm going to go with the Longhorns with the revenge factor. I think it's tough to beat somebody twice in the same season. We're moving along to the NFL. We have the Packers at the Lions. The Pack comes in 9-3. The Lions are 11-1. They think there'll be 51.5 points scored, which is a lot of points for an NFL game. Lions are favored by 3.5.
Lions.
Yep, Detroit.
I'm picking the Lions also. Falcons at Vikings, and the Falcons have come upon sour times. I just heard a stat yesterday. The quarterback hasn't thrown a touchdown pass in 3 or 4 games for the Falcons.
And the Vikings are red hot.
Yes.
Give me the Vikings.
I was unexpected in the pros. I'm gonna go with the Falcons.
I'm going to stay with the Vikings. I think I'm going to stay with the home team. Los Angeles Chargers at the Chiefs. The Chargers are 8-4. The Chiefs are 11-1. Chiefs favored by 3.5, and only 40 of 3 games, only 42.5 points. I think these are the least amount of points. The Chargers quarterback's he's a good one.
I'm going to take the Chargers.
I'm gonna go with the Chiefs.
I'm going with the Chiefs also.
So
I'm sticking on the home side.
There we go.
There will be a lot of separation.
Yes, there
a lot
could
of
be.
separation.
That's why we need to be playing in the finals of
right.
this high school so we can get this all settled. Folks, we thank you for listening. We hope your picks are better than ours. You've been listening. By the way, this is being brought to you by the Calhoun Touchdown Club, and we appreciate you listening. You've been listening to Locker Room Predictions.